Scholarship, and of the nationally selected James S. Kemper Foundation Scholarship, and of scholarships from other community organizations. He maintains a human resources internship at the National Finance Center in New Orleans, is active in multiple student leadership roles, is a McNair Scholar, and has been recognized in who's who among students in American universities and colleges. Ladies and gentlemen, the return on your investment, Devon Pruitt.
Good evening. Thank you for the introduction, Mr. Morio. I'm very honored to join you, my fellow Xavierites and friends today, to tell you about my story and how I became a part of this Xavier community. Back in 2011, I received a letter in the mail from Xavier's Office of Admissions, a letter I was expecting to get, and I ran inside. My mother was cooking, and I said, "Mom, stop what you're doing. The letter is here." We read it. It said, "Accepted, admitted, come down to New Orleans and receive your education." My mother was happy. She hugged me, but she said, "Son, have a seat. I need to speak with you." She said, "You know my financial background. You know I'm a single mother, 2 children, working very hard. So I have one question for you. How are you going to pay for it?" Well, I didn't know. I certainly did not have the money in my account. I just opened it probably a few weeks before. But I had faith. I had faith that not only I would fund my education, but I told my mother, "Don't worry about it." And little did I know that 3 hours south, in the Mississippi Valley, in the Crescent Bend, a miracle was working on my behalf. And many of us know how that miracle began. It began many years ago with St. Catherine Drexel and the Sisters of the Blessed Sacrament. And many of us today are recipients of that process and of that joy and of that sacrifice given by Mother Drexel and all of the great nuns. But as the years have passed, we know also of another great leader who has been an integral part of making those dreams come true for so many students like me. And that man is none other than Dr. Francis. So excuse me one moment as I tell you personally, Dr. Francis, you gave my parents so much peace with your hard work and your dedication to students like me. My mother, to this day, only spent $85 for gas to bring me to New Orleans. And all the other expenses were taken care of by your hard work and your dedication. And I thank you. So many of you here today have walked those sacred steps in New Orleans, and you've done quite well, and you're becoming miracle workers yourselves. You teach, you heal, you work for social justice. But today we ask you to do one more thing on your resume of miracles. Pay it forward. Allow students like me to look in their mother's eyes and say, "Don't worry, because I'm going to receive an education at Xavier University of Louisiana, even if we can't afford it, because people are working on our behalf." You have the power, you have the ability to keep this cycle going. You have the gift inside to allow that gift to move forward. And I'm going to tell you this, my freshman year, I began giving. My grandmother was kind of worried about me moving to New Orleans from a small city, and she made sure that I took out my first life insurance. And while I was filling out the form, I know, very creepy, it was very creepy. But as I was filling out the form, I noticed on the beneficiary column, it stated the different people and organizations that I could put down. And I thought about that second letter I got months later, saying that I was a presidential scholar. And at 18 years old, I asked the banker, "Can I put Xavier University now?" And I Googled the tax ID number, and I'm proud to say that even as a student, I wanted to begin that giving back process. And I thank you for planting that seed and allowing it to happen. So as we gather and wish Dr. Francis all the best, and to congratulate him on the many accolades that he's done over the years, think about those many other Xavierites who have been given the mission to make the world more just and humane, and how important it is for them to run inside of their home, not only saying, I'm accepted to Xavier, but that I'm funded for 4 years at Xavier University. I thank you for your gift and your trust in me, and I hope to make you the most proud Xavierite possible. Thank you.
The bond for president. President of Xavier 2035, President of the USA 2045. I believe it was August